Welcome to K on Linea Rock program for the first time. Now we can talk about the next album. 5 years after To the Metal, finally at the end of March, Gamma Ray will be back with a new studio album. The title is Empire of the Undead. An album that seems to return to power plant sound with heavy guitars. How could you introduce the new album, Kay?
Well, it's the best album we've ever done.
Great.
I would say. No, it's heavier. It's really definitely metal, and still it's got a lot of variety. I think we did a great job. Yeah, I'm happy.
Okay. The opening track, Avalon, is very long, 9 minutes, and is one of the best for me of the album. How was born this song, Kai?
Well, it was just, I had the idea for the riff and the intro and stuff. And we jammed on it already in the beginning of our process after we had done because first we recorded the Mass of Confusion EP, which was part of the album, of course. And then we did the tour with Halloween in Europe, and when we came back, we continued working, and then we, since we did all the songs in the rehearsal room, just by jamming on ideas, we started with a song, but we didn't finish it at that time. And then we did another recording sessions for drums and bass and rhythm guitars and stuff. But the song was not included yet, and it wasn't still unfinished. So then we went on tour in South America with Halloween together. And when we came back, we went on and started to finish the song. And it was really funny because it was 3 songs missing, and Avalon was one of them. It didn't even have the title Avalon at that time. It was just the basic riffings and all that. And we were in the rehearsal room, and we already had set a recording date for Saturday for recording drums. And still, the song was unfinished, and it was Thursday. So we talked for an hour, and even we're like, okay, we have to postpone the whole recording, and we have to, maybe even postpone the tour and everything. And then after an hour, we said, "Come on, this is all useless. Let's play music." And we started to play, and it went bam. And within 3 hours, we had the basic arrangement of the song, and it was next day it was done. So we could record the drums on Saturday, and everything was fine.
Hellbent is another songs of the album. Has been chosen for a lyric video, a very good power metal song with a heavy chorus and flaming guitar solos. What is the song about?
It's basically, to sum it up, you can say, the theme is, okay, it's been a shitty day in school or at work, but luckily, here I am, I'm listening to heavy metal, and I'm feeling good. It saves my day. Or even, the whole world around you can explode and fall to pieces, but you don't care because you got your music.
Time Off for Deliverance is the ballad of the album. What has inspired you for these songs, for writing and recording these songs?
It was basically the ideas from Dirk, the song, and when he came up with it, it was just mainly made on piano, and I immediately liked it, and I said, well, this definitely has got some Queenish-like atmosphere, and then when we played it, it was definitely a song to make,
Empire of the Undead is the first album without Dan Zimmerman after 15 years, and the new one is Michael in lineup 2 years ago from 2012. What made you decide he was the right power engine for Gamma Ray?
Well, actually, when Dan got out, he left on a January in 2012, and so in 2012 we still had some festivals to play and some shows. And since Michael already had replaced Dan for another show where Dan couldn't come because he was on holiday and it was a show on short notice, we knew that he's great. So we asked him if he would do these shows with us. And he said, yeah, okay. And then, we did these shows. And all the time we were like, okay, what will we do about a drummer? Who shall we ask? And in the end, we said, hey, are we stupid? Why don't we ask Michael? I mean, he's great and he's a nice guy and it works really good. So we should ask him, and we did, and he was absolutely willing and happy to do it.
About the production, I read that in November the Hammer studio was gone on fire. What happened, and how had you solved the recordings of the album?
Well, the album is mixed by our studio companion Eike, and we were in South America, but Eike was in Hamburg and he was working. So while he was working, suddenly he realized all the power went out and no electricity, and he went out to look, and everything was on fire, the whole complex. So he ran out, grabbed the hard drives, and informed us, and we were, of course, we were on tour, we couldn't do anything, we were just shocked. We had an idea where he could go to continue working, because he was already in the process of mixing our album, or starting to mix, and besides doing other things. And we suggested he should ask at the Chameleon Studios here in Hamburg, because we knew they were not so heavily occupied. Fortunately, they had the capacity to let him continue there, and when we came back, we could actually record the rest of our stuff there, and we had the rehearsal room of a band that we know and could use that. So we had help from many sides, and so finally, in the end, we could finish the album and make it.
Mm-hmm. Who produced the album?
Well, in terms of producing, I could say I produced most of it. Dirk co-produced, and Eike was more responsible for the mix sound.
Okay.
And of course, like Henyo and Michael, they gave their contribution to this kind of production thing as well. Sure.
After 11 studio albums with Gamma Ray and 3 masterpieces with Halloween, how difficult is writing power metal in 2014?
Well, it's not more or less difficult than it ever was. It's always a challenge to write a good song and see that not only the beginning of the song is good, but the whole song is good. And then again, not only write one good song, but write a few good songs to fill an album. It's always a challenge.
Yeah. Since your reunion with Kiskin Unisonic, had you thought for a while to involve him also for one track on the new album, like in Land of the Free?
Not really, no.
Mm-hmm.
No. This time I didn't see any necessity or, place.
Yes, okay, I understand.
And I don't want to make it just like a kind of stunt of practice that he always is in there or so,
Yes, understand. And about Unisonic, are there news for in the future a second album?
Well, we're working on it already.
Oh, great.
I'm at the moment, after we have done this interview, I'm going to continue recording guitars for the next Unisonic album. And as far as I can say already, it's going to be faster, harder, and somehow more metal.
Oh, great. After about 36 years of career, what is the difference between musician Kai Hansen in 1978 and in 2014? If there is some difference.
Some things haven't changed. I'm still, when I start to get into something, I'm still like I have the same bite. I think sometimes more, sometimes less, but in general, I'm still like very eager to fulfill whatever I have in mind. On the other hand, I'm much more relaxed and maybe easier to work with.
On 1st April, you will play here in Italy at Live Club in Trezzo sulla together Rhapsody of Fire and Elven King. How was born the bill together Rhapsody?
Well, we had the idea to plan this tour, and of course our agency asked around who would be interested and who's available. And Rhapsody of Fire was in the offering, and we immediately said yes, that would make sense, and that's a band that we like to take with us.
Okay, and during the summer you will play in many festivals?
This time with Gamma Ray, not so many. We're doing the tour now, and the festival season for us will start next year again.
You had great singers in your bands like Isk and Shippers. If you would choose a new singer for Gamma Ray, what could be the right one?
Oh my God! What about Rob Halford?
Oh, great. Great. So, thank you very much, Kay. See you.
Okay, thank you.
See you the 1st of April for your date here close to Milan. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
I look forward to come. Okay, have a nice evening.
Thank you.